I have to ask you about the champion, since you mentioned the light heavyweight division. What do you
Yeah,
make of Alex Poatan Pereira and this meteoric rise? I know that he's fought a
yeah,
teammate of yours a couple of times, but what do you
yeah,
make of
yeah.
him as an overall athlete and champion?
I love him as a champion. I think although obviously Israel went against him
Mm,
twice, in the UFC and plenty more times outside. Yeah, I actually learned a lot off watching Pereira because I was helping Israel
mm,
for Pereira, and obviously they made me his punching bag. And I remember watching lots of his footage and breaking his style down and stealing things from him, from like we're doing a lot of watching and then trying it out myself, and it like working, like showing huge improvements in my own game just from studying him.
mm,
And I mean, I knew who Pereira was before the UFC did. I grew up watching the Glory middleweights. We're throwing it way back, like Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira. Think there was Artem Levin,
mm,
who was like pretty big. Yeah, plenty more um, like mad kickboxers that I kind of knew, and it
mm,
was cool seeing him and Izzy come into the UFC and just like put a bit of respect on the striking a little bit.
mm.
With some good takedown defense. I think our guys can go a long way, but I feel like Israel had the harder route. I think just from having to build through and fight all these guys that were trying to take him down.
Mm.
So I think people need to put some respect on the CKB wrestling, despite not being a wrestling continent, or side of
Mm.
the world. Yeah, I think it's yeah, we got a lot of we deserve the respect that we get, I think. But yeah,
I think you do get a lot of respect, and I think it's very well deserved. I think
yeah, yeah.
has Israel been in the gym helping you prepare for
Yeah,
this one?
yeah,
And if
yeah,
so,
yeah. He has been actually.
what does a round with him look like in the training mats?
Oh, yeah, definitely cerebral. I'll say
Mm,
that. Very cerebral. Obviously I'm like way bigger than Israel,
mm,
so I can utilize my size a little bit, but he definitely is very fast. And yeah, I mean, he's fought the best of the best, and you can put him in bad spots, and he can take himself out of it. Um, but yeah, he's been great training partner, as well as Carlos Olberg,
mm,
who's like my main guy. He's like my main teammate. We just going back and forth. If it wasn't for those two there, especially Carlos, yeah, like I'm always like chasing him, and then I'm getting mine in, and then he's getting his back in, and I think we just like very competitive with each other,
mm.
and we keep stacking it up, but we're still love at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We're like brothers. And yeah, it's yeah, having him there next to me, as well as like creaming up the UFC division right now,
Mm,
just lets me know like I'm right there. I'm right there with him. Like
mm,
I'm right there with him. I just need to fight. And then yeah, he kind of come in as well on, I think, 4-0 to the UFC.
He
So
did,
he had
yeah.
less fights
I think it was
coming
3
in
now,
into
actually.
his. Yeah, yeah. He had less fights than me coming off contenders. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty much right there with him. I think he just didn't have as much hype coming in, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, I think yeah, I'm right there with him.
Your gym has had so much success over the last 5 to 10 years. There's been champions come out of there. We've seen top contenders, guys become real stars and
Yeah.
real figures of the sport. Has there been anyone inside the gym who you've sought advice from on this UFC journey and kind of any little tips and tricks for how to? I know obviously it's your own path, and I'm not saying that you're going to copy
Yeah.
anybody, but there is, have you sought any advice on how to walk this UFC
Yep.
path?
Yeah, yeah. It's yeah, a lot of it's like dealing with like the stuff outside of the cage,
Mm,
like people that you meet. And yeah, I've definitely gotten a lot off of like Dan Hooker. Kai Kara France as well.
mm,
He's given me lots of head ups, and even just like financial advice. And like, because obviously we don't make like millions off the bat, so
mm,
they kind of give me like the what's what and how things are run. And yeah, it's definitely
mm.
a foot ahead of the guys that are coming in complete blind, right?
Mm,
But yeah, I know Israel pretty much carved. Oh, Dan Hooker and Izzy definitely like carved through all the potholes for us,
mm.
so that I could kind of come in and take it as it goes. So yeah, as well as my coach. My coach,
Yeah, of
he's
course.
dealt with the UFC for a while now, and but yeah, Israel, Kai, Dan, yeah, pretty much the big names you can think
Mm,
of. I've definitely gotten little bits of advice
mm.
inside and outside of the cage.
Well, last one from me, and thank you so much for your time. You can be as brief or as detailed as you like with this one,
Yep.
but as you envisage fight day on the 14th of December, give me a walkthrough of the perfect day as you envisage it from morning to night.
Uh, Morning tonight, wake up, uh, have a big feast, and maybe a coffee, go for a walk. I don't know, hang out with my team, hang out with my boys, maybe just relaxing. And most my yeah, I think yeah, it's pretty day to day stuff. Like it's normal. I definitely am nice and present. Like I'm not so glued to my phone. I'm just enjoying the things that I see around me, and really dialing in my sensory, um, saying my hellos and whatnot, getting to the fight venue. I'm on time. I've got everything packed. Everything's going swell. Warm up, quick and sharp. Boom, out there, ready to fight. Boom, win by KO or submission. Performance of the performance of the night, KO of the night, whatever it is. I would love that to happen as well, and come away with a big pocket full of cash. Uh, and then enjoy with my small crew that is coming over. So that sounds like a perfect night to me. And it's been like that right leading right up to it, and I'm hoping it comes again
I love it. Well,
shortly.
Navajo, thank you so much for your time. It was great to catch up. Have a great and
Man,
safe
thank
rest
you.
of camp. Enjoy fight week because a UFC debut only comes around once, and best of luck for
Yep.
fight night.
Cheers, brother. Thank you.